Welcome to our information video series to stop the AM radio towers that are proposed for Point Roberts, Washington. These 5 towers will impact more than 20,000 residents of Tsawwassen, BC, Canada. In this video, we're presenting Blanketing Interference, Empty Promises to Mitigate.
In a recent article published in the Delta Optimist, a consultant for KRPI stated that there had been few complaints against the station in Ferndale, and that almost all had been resolved, noting that anything contrary is simply misinformation. No complaints may make for good public relations, but KRPI's claims are contrary to the testimony they gave at a recent CRTC hearing.
So my question is, why are you moving the transmitter or proposing to move the transmitter to Point Roberts and spending money on a radio station that may be losing its sole source of income in the next year or so?
Well, we have a lot of complaints from that, so that people were banding around that. Residents, we have a lot of complaints. So I just want to have no complaints from anybody over there and make the people happy over there in Ferndale, if we move to Point Roberts.
You are proposing to spend money on a radio station's transmitter facilities and are presently looking at the possibility of not having a customer to broadcast using those facilities. Why are you spending money when there's the possibility of not having income?
Well, that place will generate actually more area, and one day people will be happy because they are complaining about it.
KRPI's misinformation of no complaints extends to their empty promises of remediating interference.
My name is Armine Bellis, and I'm a resident of Point Roberts, Washington, and a member of the Cross-Border Coalition Against the Towers. I'm here to talk to you about typical empty promises that broadcasters make to resolve any interference complaints by homeowners and businesses. For the first year of operation, an AM station is required to resolve interference complaints for residents and businesses within the 1 voltmeter contour. This includes virtually all of Tsawwassen and Point Roberts, as you can see on this map. Items specifically listed by the FCC where stations are not required to resolve interference complaints are mobile receivers, including but not limited to car radios, portable stereos, or cell phones. Non-radio RF devices, including but not limited to MP3 players, CD players, landline, or cordless telephones. The items noted above need not be resolved because they cannot be fixed. For all other electronic items, such as TVs and radios, for the first year of operation, a station must, as per the FCC, at their own expense, send an engineer to your home and provide the technical assistance. Assistance also includes providing the complaining party with diagrams and descriptions which explain how and where to use RF chokes, ferrite cores, filters, and or shielded cable. In many cases in which you receive interference on your television or radio, the source of the problem could be with your equipment, which may not be adequately designed with circuitry or filtering to reject the unwanted signals. We recommend that you contact the manufacturer or the store where you purchase the equipment. In other words, you might need to buy a new TV. In Fred Hoppengarten's authoritative book, Antenna Zoning, regarding blanketing interference on pages 198 and 199, the author reminds broadcasters that they should not touch anything, and per the FCC, they are not required to fix anything. You may look up the entire FCC document at the link provided on your screen. Ferndale is the current home of KRPI 1550 AM, where the proposed Point Roberts towers currently are sited. The Ferndale towers broadcast 10,000 watts at night and 50,000 watts in the day. Much to Ferndale's relief, the FCC denied the station's request to increase the nighttime broadcast to 50,000 watts due to an FCC monitoring station in the vicinity. Ironically, the increased wattage would interfere with it. The Point Roberts towers would be broadcasting at an alarming 50,000 watts, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sheila Weber, a Ferndale resident, tells us that they continue to have blanketing interference problems to this very day, and that the electronic devices that have had problems in Ferndale include, but are not limited to, telephones, mobile phones, computers, PA systems, walkie-talkies, hearing aids, doorbells, garage door openers, baby monitors, credit card processors, all devices with speakers, electronic musical instruments, hot water tanks, yes, hot water tanks. Phone filters are available for landlines, but they seldom work. The 50,000 watt towers broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from Point Roberts will overpower most of your favorite AM stations. We hope that you can see if a broadcaster promises to resolve any blanketing interference complaints that you may have, it would be empty promises. Especially for our Canadian neighbors in Tsawwassen, due to the fact that the FCC is a U.S. governing body and has no jurisdiction over an American broadcaster to enforce their one-year resolution requirements on foreign soil. Yes, this is indeed a mess.
We can stop this if we have enough money for Whatcom County Court. So we are introducing our final Push for the Win, the $500 challenge to 150 individual businesses, organizations, individual and family donors. We only need 150 of you to donate $500 so that we can meet our legal fund need of $75,000. You can donate now with PayPal by visiting our website, notowers.webs.com, and going to the home page, you will see the donate button on the top right corner. If you prefer to donate by check, we welcome American or Canadian checks mailed to either one of the addresses on your screen. We would love you to visit us on Facebook at No Radio Towers Tsawwassen. Just be sure to like us and follow us to ensure you receive important updates. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other informational videos on YouTube to stop the towers.